Other banks say, for example, civil engineering. Our civil engineering student can sit in an electronics class to know the basics. Or an electrical student can sit in a civil engineering class. So that beyond the curriculum, for that the basic knowledge of the subject is not required. For our student to go and sit in an electronic class, basic of civil engineering is not required. So basic of electronics engineering is not required. For electronic students to come and sit in our civil class, the basics of civil engineering are not required. Like that, the courses have been modified. But I request all the people here. One appeal is, we will try to request the university also to inform the opinion of the industry, to get the information of the opinion, what are the requirement of the industry, so that those can be incorporated in the syllabus. If you all unitedly say, industry is, say, the present students are lacking knowledge in this. So if the industry can give their opinion that because of this your students are not getting employment. So for that, if the industry can give their opinion, those things, because at the present no regular vice chancellors are there, they are not able to take decisions. But if you communicate once the regular, as the government says in a month or time, regular vice chancellors will be coming, they can make policy decisions. You give your industry requirements and see that those topics are introduced in that. Say the reason for unemployability is that there is defect in your curriculum. So if you introduce these things, definitely your students may get employment. For that, I fully agree with what the earlier speaker spoke. That is, there should be intern just like in medical colleges. Internship 1 year is there. That also should be made compulsory in engineering. So after that internship, definitely they may be employable or something like that. But another thing is, during the course of the time, if you are sitting 6 weeks internship, for example, from 3rd and 4th year, they are not getting that much of vacation. Students are not getting that much of vacation to undergo continuous internship. So if you want, you can arrange the timetable in such a way that at least thrice in a week they will come to the industry, but not continuously attendance for 6 weeks or something like that. That problem is also there. And I am happy to inform that our students are already associated with this smart infra, and they are regularly undergoing training under Surya Prakash, and every Saturday he is taking classes for our students. He planned about 50 lectures, and our students are being benefited by infrastructure. And the group discussions in the website which has provided, all the discussions is there. He is clarifying the doubts to students, and students in turn are responding. They are also giving their opinion. They are already getting benefited with the smart infrastructure. And the only thing remaining from our side is we have to just sign a MOU. So the process is already started, and I am thankful to Surya Prakash for all this thing. Another thing about say 20% of exempt professors, they are allowed, but some those drawbacks, Professor Subramanian also knows, and that Surya Prakash also knows. He is an exempt professor in our college. But as per the regulations, he has to face before him to an interview. Is that required for an expertise like this? It is an honor to the college if any of you join us as an exempt professor. By your experience, the university should permit you to take the exempt professorship without any interview and anything. He was sent back just to get the professional certificate, professional body certificate. He was asked to go and get the professional body certificate. Really, I felt sorry. He sat before Subramanian Garu, because of Jagannath Rao, I have come here. Otherwise, I would not have accepted. So all the private colleges are finding it difficult to get exempt professors because of these constraints imposed on the experts like you, the eminent people from the industry. So, thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Before we go ahead, there is a talk on the sense of academia as well as from the industry, speaking about the taking of these interns or placements. My question goes to the entire student fraternity here. Why do we, and to everybody here, why do we have to take so much of responsibility of placing? See, the colleges are today marketing themselves by saying how many placements they are giving. So what I am saying is, when I did my civil engineering, there was nothing called as a campus placement. I used to write my application, go to different people, give it, talk, show my project report and get it. Today, because of this kind of a babysitting attitude which colleges as well as industry is doing, there is no self motivation from the students, and somebody has a daring attitude to ask, are everybody placed? Whose responsibility is it? Is it an industry responsibility? I started my industry to make profits for myself in an ethical and decent way. At the same time, I cannot afford to keep on training guys. I am surprised somebody with an engineering comes to my institute, he cannot write the spelling of machinery or installation. Where do I start my teaching to this guy? And if I teach all these 6 months, he'll find a software job which is where they get pizzas and burgers on a weekend parties, and my industry can never provide such kind of things. We work almost 7 days a week, so obviously they don't like this kind of things. So it is a question which I put to the entire fraternity here. Why do we do this kind of a babysitting? There is something called as a KSA. As a behavioral coach, I talk about this a lot. One is the knowledge, the skill, and the attitude. When it comes to knowledge, it is available. At 18 years of age, people can go out for dating, and they have that independence to take decisions about their partners. Why not Google and get the knowledge about what kind of things are technically happening? When you take pizzas and burgers and branding of US as a prestigious issue, why can't you spend 500 rupees and attend a conference? I know so many conferences where student fee is just 500 rupees. But even then they say, sir, if it is free, we will go. And I have attended many colleges as a speaker from entrepreneurship fraternity. They say, you attend this, I will give you 3 days of attendance. I'm sure you all are aware of it. This is what happens in institutions. You please attend this seminar. Keep your attendance full and we are going to give you attendance. So why are we doing this kind of a babysitting for these people and taking it and making our precious time sitting here and discussing? I want students to come forward and say we need all this because we work for this. I am 80% I work, 20% industry will support you. The colleges will support you for 20% or 30%. But today, unfortunately, it has become our own need because that is the way you people are advertising for the placements also. To fulfill your 40 seats or 60 seats, the way you people advertise, you are morally stuck. How many placements I have given? So that is where I will also fulfill MSET seats. I'm sorry to say that, but this is a thought which you all have to think. And if somebody is minuting whatever is being said here in this meeting, I request the students, please take it back and see where is my KSA. Where is the skill, communication skill? You don't know how to write application because there are placement cells who are helping you to write applications for the jobs. There are people who are doing, they take the fee along with personality development. And how many of you go with the open hearts to learn anything out of those personality development classes? And somebody said entrepreneurship development. Even that is also a part of the curriculum in many colleges. How many of you take it as a serious thing unless it is made as a mandatory for attendance or for clearing your papers? So why? So this is my question to these people, that why should we babysit you guys? You are 18 years, government has given you voting rights, you are going and doing lot many things on your own. Why not do this? So please think about it. And another point of quality and employability as the topic what Surya Prakash has said, quality of it when it comes to, this is a fast generation where a lot of branding happens. And if you look at civil engineering as a fraternity, when a bridge collapses, that is the time people like L&T, IVR, CL or Gammon come into picture. But when they do wonderful structures, especially in Northeast or somewhere, how many of you people, even the companies can come and brand about themselves? Civil engineering is not about just making buildings. There's lot many things in which civil engineers are there. But how many of you really know the scope of it? So this is also another area where I put it to the Smart Infra-Fest or to the entire ecosystem of civil engineers. How do we brand ourselves? To go to the larger public, not just to this engineering audience, but we do wonders, we do marvels. So how do we take it to this? Maybe on a TV slot, half an hour, talk about the engineering marvels, not just National Geographic, but many other channels, along with the serials probably. So these are some of the things, suggestions I would like to pose. Please look into this.
Sir, Surya sir.
Yeah.
Here there are two parties, industry and academia. I feel third party presence also is required. Some of the representatives of management members, because you are mentioning about deputing faculty to industry, such decisions will be taken by management, because in most of the colleges, the required number of faculties are not employed. So deputing is a question.
One of my agenda points
Yes.
to question HODs here. How many of your colleges have adequate faculty? This is also one of the factors for quality, affecting the quality of engineers.
And one more point is, I agree with the madam, sir. Entrepreneurship subject is taken because it is easy to get through for majority of the students.
I request Ankit, an young entrepreneur here, who is also civil engineer. I request him to talk.
I'm a 2011 pass out from CBIT.
Mic is not working. Mic is not working.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, I'm a 2011 pass out from CBIT. I'm stressing the word CBIT because that's the best private college. But unfortunately, I think out of 60 people from my class, about 30 to 40 people have joined IT sector. I've tried counseling a lot of people of my classmates to join civil engineering, but everybody is like, I'm getting 5,000 more, or it's a 5-day week, 5-day week, or I get a cab to pick me up. I can go 10 o'clock to the office and go home by 5 o'clock. Or I have some loans to pay back, because even parents have to start pushing them. Because even parents are like, 5,000 questions, why don't you take this? And as Mr. Ramreddy Garu, I think he has asked wrong question in your interview, what is your subject? You should have asked them, what is your attendance percentage? Because today that is the most important thing for them. They'll probably tell you in which month they had how much percentage of attendance. 45% on that, 46% they can easily tell you, but they can't tell you the number of subjects they had. And internships, with Mr. Shekhar said, we got about 40 internships in my fourth year. 4 or 5 people only completed. As the professor said, developers are not interested to give internship because they are not interested. At least 15-20 people have come to me in the last 4 to 5 years for internship. Only I think one person has completed. Nobody turns up more than 3 days, because the first question that I ask him is, come to the site by 9 o'clock, stay there till 6 p.m. He will come at 12 o'clock, the second day he will vanish. He will never come to your site at 9 o'clock. I think you should start motivating from the college, because I am from 2011, I know I think I am probably the youngest here, I know the difference. Passing engineering is the easiest thing that you can do. We did probably 4 hours, 5 hours, we could finish the subject. So we call it one-day batting. We finish most of the subjects in 4 to 5 hours, but becoming a good engineer is really, really difficult. You get a 20-year, 15-year experienced engineer, but probably your mason knows much more than him.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's a very good feedback. I think all of us have to take home this feedback. He answered many of my questions. And request Anil Kumar of Precast company in Hyderabad.
So Precast, which is now an emerging construction technology, we are now into 5th year of our operations. But I would request the institution support here. Basically, the pre-stressing and precast technology, there is no full-time course in this curriculum, which I think should be addressed, and so that this technology also gets a boost in the future.
Actually, this is where you have to take some of the faculty to work with you, so that they learn and they'll go back and incorporate in the curriculum.
We have already been doing it, sir.
I request Ramesh Mantagar here
It is not there.
and Murthy of RB Associates.
One suggestion before you. Next time about this type of meetings, you call the college management also.
Yeah, we'll conduct
Most
one.
of the
with
questions that are very pertinent raised by madam are aimed at the college management rather than professors, because
Murthy of
the
RB
staff, they have their own limitations.
And D. Raju.
Good afternoon to all of you. My name is D. Raju. I head QB Building Systems, a steel pre-engineered building company. So I am also basically a civil engineer, about some 33-34 years of experience in this. I started my career as a structural engineer and then chose into the general management. So when I am talking about civil engineering, basically it's a very vast field. It is not merely something which we assume as construction, concrete structures or something like that. It's very vast. There are several subjects. These days the emerging subjects that are really coming is including something like a construction planning, scheduling, construction safety and facilities management. These kind of things are plenty. So in the options that are coming as optional subjects and the people chose for the practicals, I suggest that you people really encourage those kind of things. We from the industry, suppose in PEB of my company and TV Rao, USP, Tesmana, we employ a lot of structural engineers and construction people. That is structural engineers who are into structural steel design and construction. So kindly we'll be very open to see that we'll be encouraging the interns to come and learn some short-term courses, some of the advances that we are doing. And more than that, I think all the people have covered is the employability skills are really lacking. That means communication skills and planning skills and problem-solving techniques. These kind of things are to be taught as our curriculum in general, because that is what it differentiates a normal civil engineer to something like a successful civil engineer. And we from our company will be very open because we run some big engineering centers also in India. So we'll definitely partner with Smart Infr-EST to see that we'll also be a party for imparting the industry institute kind of a thing as an interface.
Thank you, Rahul. And now I am very happy to announce that already 45 people here have agreed to be part of the technical advisory board of Smart Infr-EST today. And I am sure a lot of you have many points to share, but due to paucity of time, this being a working day, I didn't want to keep more than 2 hours, but we already overshot. I am very happy about the enthusiasm of all the participants today. I really thank you for